Giraffe is the greatest video game ever made. I first heard about this masterpiece when my favorite Let's Play channel, Friends Without Boats, played it, and let me tell you, it's something special. It was created by this dude named Samir Khatib, who not only gave the game 100 out of 10, stating that it, quote, made him realize that he is the greatest independent game developer of all time in space, but also gave his own game a Game of the Year award. If that isn't a sign of the best video game developer of all time, I don't know what the fuck is. Also, he followed me on Twitter. So the game begins with Mr. Giraffe popping his squad on a bench, looking like he was about to have 5 shots of vodka after an AA meeting, sitting next to some faceless dude who has a lot of love towards his ball. You see, Mr. Giraffe has a terrible disease called slippery feet syndrome, which means he has slippery feet. Giraffe, like the fucking imbecile he is, accidentally gets the faceless dude's ball kicked off a cliff, and then he goes home. He watches a show with his favorite K-pop singer and decides he's gonna go meet her at some kind of unspecified fan meetup. We good so far? Cool. So then Giraffe gets a call at 9 PM from some dudes in a scuba suit to tell him that they're gonna sacrifice him to a beast in order to keep the sun from dying. Yeah. Then he goes on a road that looks like it was constructed by EA, while Samir, like the fucking marketing genius he is, put a fuck ton of billboards advertising video games. And also there's a giraffe murderer. After running for like, what, 3 hours, this ice cream pulls up on you and Sans comes, time-traveling clown named Tunnels comes out, and let me tell you gamers, I think this game might have given me a clown fetish. He tells Giraffe to get in the van, and when he refuses, he drags him by the fucking leg into the back of his truck, and... well, I'm sure you can imagine what happens next. He gives Giraffe an ice cream, and some fresh new Yeezys that honk when he jumps. Then he gets kicked in the balls by a dog. This dog is named Big Dog, and he's a very small dog that protects the city. He tells Giraffe that if he wants to get into town, he's gonna have to find the key, which the doggo naturally places right beneath Giraffe's feet. This is where the game ends. Psych, you see another very subtle advertisement coming from the legend himself, and then... holy fuck, I think I'm in love. So yeah, Samir does a smile that rivals the Joker's, and then just kinda skedaddles. Giraffe then slams his dick into a gate and finally is on his way to meet love. And this is where shit gets wild, y'all. So the giraffe murderer from the billboard comes out with the skull of Giraffe's waifu sewn on him. Then he lures Giraffe, who is none the wiser, into his couch, at which point the murderer just gives our hero the old 1-2 fork stab in the neck, cutting his neck off so he could sacrifice it to some kind of fucking demon that's eating the sun. So yeah, that's where the story of Giraffe ends. Deceived by the promise of love and happiness, betrayed by the concept of happiness. But then... Tunnels comes through like the absolute fucking homie he is. Takes you back to the start of the game through time travel, at which point Giraffe naturally turns on the TV and goes to Silent Hill, which is a place filled to the brim with suspicious ketchup. He then finds a fucking gun. He goes through a stupidly difficult maze, finds a keyblade, kills these things, and then he's back at the house. He sees the rotting head of the woman he loved. He finds his own body, which hadn't moved a bit since he left, the head now being replaced by the flowers he wanted to give his loved one. He solves the Zelda puzzle, then he sees the ball that he dropped at the beginning of the game. The ball that had started this entire adventure in the first place. It's accompanied by some ominous text notifying you that this is your final destination, the final checkpoint. Everything's been leading up to this. It's time to avenge your fallen love. What the fuck is this? Get away from me! What is going on? Help me! What the fuck is... what? What is it doing? What does it want from me? Giraffe then shoots the demon to death. Psyche is actually still alive, but then... no. No, it can't be. Big Dog comes through and saves the day by T-posing his ass into another dimension. Baby! This demon is done. Oh, he's dead. Big Dog fought for the people. Big Dog was a man of the people. He saw the good in everyone, no matter who they were. He believed in everyone. But most of all, he believed in Giraffe. From the first time I met him, all he wanted for Giraffe was to see him succeed. Now, he can finally rest, knowing that the town he had spent his life protecting is in good hands. Big Dog gave his life so that a new town could rise. A town protected by a fearless man whose quest for love sent him through time and space, simply because it was the right thing to do. This was no longer Big Dog's town to protect. It's all in the hands of Giraffe now. This is his town. Thank you, Big Dog. Seriously though, this is one of the most unique and fun indie games I've played in a long time. Please buy it, it's only like $8, dude. Support a living legend.